Hello, and welcome to my first but last life-size animatronic review. This review is on the 2022 model, originally released in 2021, animatronic, the Exterminator, made by Tekky Toys and sold by Party City. Before I start anything off right here, I just want to say my favorite prop ever. It's number one in my favorite props list, so I knew I had to get him from the get-go. And, now that I have him, I'm pretty happy that I have him. He's a very nice character, and the animatronic itself is a neat little gimmick and a nice display for, Halloween. Starting off with his movement, he doesn't have much movement going on with him. He turns side to side to point the flamethrower at people and then burn them. And after that, he just turns back around in his original spot and he resets, and then that's it. He's motion activated. His motion sensor is right here in his mask. Very neat little spot to put a motion sensor. And his main gimmick is that he is fog compatible, but he's also a reveal animatronic. So he turns like this. Here's the fog attachment right here. I don't have a fog machine attached, but if you attach a fog machine right here, the fog hose goes into here. And if you activate him, he turns the inside of the muzzle. You can see the light going through in the burner right here. And then once he points flamethrower at people, the lights in the muzzle light up, and the fog starts fuming out of the little hole right here in the muzzle, and then it looks like a flamethrower. He's a reveal animatronic too, because there's a light in his helmet that reveals his very spooky looking skull face inside, which is why he's called a zombie exterminator, or the zombie flamethrower. He's a very unique animatronic. We've heard of zombies before. We've got a lot of zombies actually, but we've never heard of any zombie killers or zombie exterminators. This is basically one of the only zombie exterminator animatronics that there are. There is one made by Distortions that is simply titled Zombie Killer, but I like this guy more because he's a lot more tactical, and he reminds me of Black Ops Zombies, so yeah, that's definitely a plus. Onto his quality. Now, his quality is alright, in my opinion. Now, the thing is with my Exterminator is that his torso pull is kind of loose. And it's not severely loose, but it's just loose enough to the point where he's kind of leaning a bit. That was unintentional. It kind of happened out of the box. As for the quality of the pulls themselves, they seem really nice, very sturdy. I have a fan back here because when he moves it forward, the flamethrower does have a lot of weight on it. So I have to put a fan back here so that his base does not tip over and he leans more than he should. He has foam in his costume, mainly his arms, but he's generally got foam in his costume so that you're able to fluff him out and pose him however you would like, so that he looks as filled out and human as possible, even though he's a zombie. The flamethrower looks like a Roblox asset, but I think that's fine. I like that because it kind of adds to the kind of the almost vintage charm to him. He's kind of like an old looking animatronic, and hey, I like that. I like the way that old animatronics look, even though they may not be the best quality, and I feel like Exterminator fits into that perfectly, even though he was released last year. Here's his little zombie killer emblem right here on his arm, very well detailed, and not many people touch on this detail, but I will, because I love the way that this looks, and it's a nice little emblem. And again, going back to Black Ops Zombies, this reminds me of the emblem for the zombie team when you play Turned in Transit. This is what it looks like, where it says 115 in the teeth. That's what this looks like. It's shoulder pads, and of course you can't forget about the mask. He has a gas canister right here, and I believe this part is kind of like the the exhalation port where you breathe in from here and you exhale from here. This, I assume, is kind of like a speaker filter type detail, so that you can make communications better. And of course, we can't forget about the skull inside there, but I'll get to that once I turn them on.
Hey, no trespassing. All right then, light it up. Take that. Not today. Get out of here. Ah, there's another. Guess again.
Come on, shut up now. Shut up.
That'll teach you to stay away.
There, you got your 1 minute of fame. So that was his demo. As you just saw, he moves from side to side. The burner and his flamethrower lights up, and then the muzzle lights up, and as well as the skull and the face lights up. A very neat animatronic and a very cool gimmick. This would fit well in a alien, like an alien apocalypse, zombie apocalypse, or just like a lab incident theme. Very cool, very sick animatronic, and let's go over some of the little details that he has. Some people might not know this, but he has a back pocket right here. And this is separate from his zipper. His zipper is right around here, but his back pocket is right here. And the back pocket is made of Velcro, so that you're able to reach the module easier, and you're able to turn them on or connect them to a speaker jack or anything else like that. And as well as going on to the flamethrower, this is supposed to be the valve. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the valve because it has a little dial right here, and there's a few buttons next to it. I went over the zombie killer emblem. Very cool looking. I like that they added the port and not just the filter, because it makes a little more sense and it adds a little bit more realism. And of course, you can't forget about the visor. The visor is very well made, actually. And if I turn on the light right here and I try to go inside of his mask, you can't really see his, you can't really see the face inside of there. It's a very well made. It's kind of a one-way mask, and I like that. I like that Tekky decided to screw around with that, and they used it very well on this animatronic. Overall, a very nice animatronic. I would give this a 9 out of 10. Easily one of my favorite animatronics ever, or just my favorite animatronic of all time. And yeah, definitely worth every penny that I gave this guy. Worth it all. He is just amazing. I love his voice, I love his detail, and of course I love his character. So that's about it for this review.